What's up, everyone? Wanted to make a video review on the Apple AirPods Pro from an airline pilot's perspective. A lot of people have asked how these would be for the commuter. So anybody that's lives out of base, travels to and from their home to work, riding in the back of an airliner. So even the avid traveler who spends a lot of time in the back of an airplane could benefit from this video. But I wanted to talk about some aspects related to the airline traveler. So there's a lot of comparison videos out there with other earbuds and a lot of technical reviews on the Apple AirPods Pro. So I'm not going to go into any detail on the or any great detail on the features and specs of the Apple AirPods Pro, but just how they handle commuter life and normal airline life and how they've been for me so far. So for background, I own the original AirPods and I also own the Bose SoundSport Free earbuds, and basically carry both of those in my bag for when I go to work. I'm not a commuter. I live in base, but I will definitely pop in earbuds on the employee bus, ride it to the terminal. If I'm in between flights, I'll pop them in, make phone calls, things like that. So I do tend to use earbuds quite a bit on the road, even as a non-commuter. And then definitely when I'm deadheading in the back of an airplane, I'm absolutely popping these in for music or podcasts, things like that. So I typically listen to podcasts. Don't do a whole lot of music, but some music here and there, but mostly podcasts, audiobooks, and things like that. I'll start right off the bat by saying if you're a true audiophile, don't use Bluetooth earbuds. This is not a technical comparison on sound quality compared to other earbuds or things like that. And I think it's hilarious that people even consider these as far as a true audiophile in-ear monitor solution. That's not what these are. That's not what they're designed for. That's not how they're marketed. So if you like music, they're fine for music, but they're not going to give you the true high-quality sound that audiophiles and purists are seeking. So how do I like these so far? I actually love them. They're a great update or addition to the AirPod line. I didn't like the original AirPods a whole lot. They didn't fit my ear very well. I didn't use them for working out. The Bose SoundSport Frees are way better at staying in the ear for workouts, and so I typically lean towards those for workouts. But the AirPods were fine. Definitely fits the Apple ecosystem really nicely. They pair really well. They pair fast. It's an Apple product, so that they work really well with other Apple products. Apple Watch, iPhones, iPads, things like that, Macs. So it was kind of a no-brainer as far as they just worked. But the sound quality wasn't very good, and most of all, they didn't fit my ears very well at all. Not only did they fall out a lot, but they were just uncomfortable. The way they fit inside my ear, they were very uncomfortable. So they were really fatiguing after a while. So they were kind of my backup to the Bose SoundSport Frees. Now that these are released with soft ear tips, it's a home run as far as fitment and comfort is concerned. These would not be fatiguing on a transcon flight. If you're deadheading in the back or you're commuting in the back for a long flight, multi-hour flight, these wouldn't be uncomfortable at all. Battery life's around 4.5 hours, so give or take, if you take them off to do a bathroom break or something like that, or take a little break from them, they should last you a full flight. Some of the longer flights, you maybe have to pop them in and give them a charge, and they charge up to 50% within I forgot what the time is, but it's pretty quick. So if you do need to recharge them, or you can pop one out and listen with the other earbud while one charges and swap them out like that if you really wanted to do it like that. But you'll get about 24 hours worth of charging out of the case, but the earbuds themselves last about 4.5 hours. The active noise canceling is a really nice addition to this too. My original AirPods and the Bose SoundSport Frees did not have any active noise canceling. So that's a really, really nice feature on these. And it works really well. It's dynamic, so it kind of changes given the ambient noise outside. However loud that is, it kind of changes the active noise canceling. And you could turn it off and go into what they call transparency mode, which is great. Typically for I have a couple layovers where I'll walk to the terminal from the hotel, and it's kind of nice having transparency mode on, so you can kind of hear people behind you or hear cars, things like that. and then you can turn active noise cancel on when you're not too concerned about your surroundings as far as safety. So really nice feature there. The sound compared to the AirPods, the original AirPods, is much better. The ceiling you get with the soft ear tips really help. Let's try to get that in focus here. There we go. I don't know why it's not focusing. But the soft ear tips compared to the original AirPods are really nice. I can keep these in all day, and they are not fatiguing in the least bit. So really happy with that aspect. Really happy with the sound quality as far as the increase in sound quality from the AirPods 1 probably comes a lot from having sealed ear tips versus kind of an open air system with the original AirPods. So your lows are a little bit better. Definitely some more low out of these than the original AirPods. Mids and highs are nice and crisp. It's good sound quality, but like I said, if you're looking for really high quality sound, I wouldn't even go for an earbud. An earbud. I certainly wouldn't go for one that's Bluetooth. So I'd be looking at other options there, but definitely a really nice all around earbud for the commuter and the traveler. And so I'll keep these in my bag and pop them in to and from the airport. If I'm by myself, if I'm traveling like day one on the employee bus, I'll pop these in, listen to a podcast while I'm on the bus, and in between flights, if I want to make a phone call, I can just pop one in. A lot of times I'll just pop the right one in and make a phone call, talk to the family, and then pop it back in. So it works really well for that. For the gym, I'll say that this will replace both my Bose SoundSport Freeze and the original AirPods in my bag because I can work out with these. They stay in the ear really well. I went for a run yesterday, did some jumping jacks, try to get these to fall out of the ear, and they stay really well put. So really happy with that aspect of it as well. If you're in the market for earbuds as a airline pilot, commuter, traveler, these would be a great addition. There are probably better sound quality ones out there. I know a lot of people really love the Sony earbuds. But if you're already accustomed to the Apple ecosystem, you really like Apple products, you own an iPhone, and you are looking for an upgrade to your AirPods, these are a phenomenal upgrade. There's really not any. I can't really think of any negatives, to be honest with you. The only fallback would be the charging time. It'd be great if they lasted 6, 7, 8 hours on a charge, but that's most don't. Even my Bose SoundSports that don't have active noise canceling are around 4.5, 5 hours of charge time. So, they're kind of in the ballpark of other earbuds. But that's pretty much all I've got. I would highly recommend these. They're going to keep it nice and quiet in the back. You're not going to hear a lot of talking, a lot of airplane noise. It really blocks that out really well in the back. Blocks out a lot of crowd talking and noise in the terminal with active noise canceling on, but it's also really nice. You can turn transparency on and kind of hear some of that ambient noise in the back, or hear people talking, or if you're in a place where you need to hear somebody get your attention, you can have that on and still get really good sound quality for music, or really loud volume for podcasts and audiobooks and things like that, or a phone call, and still be able to hear other people. So really good features. Pretty happy with it, and I'll continue to use them on the road, and they'll be my only option from here on out. So I'm gonna park the original AirPods and my Bose SoundSport Freeze and just keep them at the house, and I'll be bringing these on the road. Any questions? Shoot me a question in the comments, and I'll try to answer. Thanks for watching.